Hello, Tara Brabazon here, and this is a short and a special video in commemoration of a day, a tragic day. People call them death anniversaries and so forth, and that always seems an inelegant phrase. But on March 8, 2018, Professor Steve Redhead died at 12:20 a.m. in the morning. And that is 5 years ago. So I wanted to do something to remember the day, and on behalf of all Steve's friends and family and colleagues and former students around the world, that together we just log the time that has passed, and we log the great man that he is and the great man that he was. And so I wanted to do something special. So what I've done is I have digitized and refreshened and refashioned a whole series of born digital objects that Professor Steve Redhead created through his life. So there are now over 100 born digital objects that are a playlist on our YouTube channel. So you can have 2 minutes of an engagement with a micro interview with Steve, or you can listen to one of his hour-long seminars. Everything is there for you to just have a cup of coffee and think great thoughts with Professor Steve Redhead. And I thought I would do that archival work, I think, for one reason. And this year, 2023, I read the great work of Dean Robbins. And Dean Robbins writes a lot about death. And Dean stated that there are actually 4 deaths. The first death is when we know that something called death actually exists. The second death is when somebody very close to us dies and we experience grief. The third death occurs when we actually die. And the final death, which is for me the most evocative and powerful, occurs when the last person who knew us dies and our name is no longer spoken. So today, on the anniversary of his death, Steve Redhead's death, 5 years ago today, let us all remember him and let us speak his name.